What up, it's Brandon here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something even more different again. Today I'm going to be doing a how-to, or how I clean my bearings. If you hear any crazy cooking sounds in the background, it's because Courtney's behind the camera making me some mac and cheese. Making us some mac and cheese. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's where I'm looking if I'm looking past the camera. Anyway, we need some stuff. Let's cut to it. Alright, now we got all our stuff. Let's get to it. So last week I went skating with Slug on a hot day. I think I've blown out all my wheels. I've de-cored a couple, so I'm going to switch them over, and since I had to take all the bearings out to do that, I thought I might as well get them all clean. And I thought it was a good time to show you guys how I keep my bearings moving. The bearings I have are Swiss ceramic bone reds. They're very expensive, but I haven't had to buy any bearings in years. Probably the best investment I've made. I did get the bones ceramics first, and they have not lasted as long. I got them in my anti-rockers, which is funny. The whole reason I did that is because it's good to have a backup. If I pop a bearing or something, I have a good backup on my skate. The ceramics did not last as long. They don't spin as well. The ceramic Swiss have lasted though. They seem to keep the speed. But yeah, I should probably go through what you need for this. That's a good idea. Right, what you need to clean your bearings, right, is you'll need a rag, some kind of rag, an Allen key to take your skate apart. I've got new wheels just because I'm changing them, don't worry, you don't need new wheels. Some lube, I guess that's what you call it, lube, oil, is that less sexual? The Bones one's called Speed Cream, but this is, you want some Sonic Super Oil, just some grease for your bearings afterwards. And I have this Sonic Turbo Wash bearing kit, but you don't really need it. You just need a jar or something, and you need some cheap multi-purpose cleaner. What you want to look for when you buy this is the cheapest one you can find, because what you want is something that only has a citrus cleaner in it and nothing else. And generally that's the cheaper ones. The more expensive ones, they put other shit in it. You don't want that because that'll ruin your bearings. This one here I don't think is that good. Just go to a warehouse or something, find something like that. And yeah, I think that's what you need. Let's jump into taking the skate apart. As you all should know, skating the Razor Shift skate. If you want to see my review on it, be linked in the little eye in the corner. You should check it out. Probably gonna do a follow-up review soon. Oh fuck, I need a pen. I didn't say that. Another thing you need is a, what would you call this? What's it called? Push pin. A push pin? Even like a paper clip, you just need some kind of small metal rod, I guess. That's to pop the bearing case off. Some bearings you can't take the case off. Okay, now you have all your wheels out. It's a good idea to get in there with the cloth you just put everything on. It's a good opportunity to wipe this bit out. You probably want 2 rags, but I only have 1, so we'll have to do. Try not to lose any parts too. I'm really good at losing parts. The system is good. Keep a system. Now this works for any kind of bearing. I'm doing rollerblades at the moment, but it will work for like skateboards and scooters. It's all the same bearing. Doesn't matter. As soon as you get out of the wheel, it's the same thing. First thing you want to do is give them a wipe down. Obviously get all the dirt off. I have a lot on here. It's been a while. Once you've done that, you want to pop them out. If you have the cool old Razors tool, it has a bearing popper on it. This isn't the Razors tool, it's like a lookalike. This bit's not good for popping bearings, so I had to do it manually with it Allen key, and it can be real hard sometimes, but hopefully it won't be. Now once you get all the bearings out of the wheels, now you want to remove the rubber shield. You want to make sure you have bearings that have the rubber shield first. All Bones do, so if you have a Bones, fucking focus please. There we go. That's really bad lighting. You can usually tell just by looking at them. I think my bearings in these don't have removable ones. I'll show you when I get to that. Thank you. Can't take them off because it's sealed. Grab a pin, like I said, and you just stick it in the middle bit, pop it out. That bit should come off, and then you want to put that in your jar. Both parts, the shield and the bearing itself. I have lost the shield before, try not to do that. It's quite annoying. That's what happened with my ceramics. That's probably why they're not as good. And you want to do that to every single one. Remember to be gentle with it because you don't want to break the shield. Okay, now they're all separated in your jar. you can pour in your citrus cleaner, multi-purpose cleaner. As you all should know, bearings are not big fans of water, so you don't want them to be wet for very long. You want to really avoid getting them wet in general at all. So you don't want to like leave this overnight or anything. You want to get them dry again as soon as you can, because it can do damage to it. Like soaking them in this can do damage to it. It does clean it, but it's very important to find a cleaner that is just citrus based, because your bearings will last a lot longer. So, all right, you want to pull that in. Now put a cap on it. Where's the cap? You want to make sure you have a jar that can seal. And you just want to shake it up. Now the stuff this came with probably is better for cleaning it than the cleaner. So I do recommend getting this kit. I got it from a grocery mall. I don't know if they still sell it. If you can find it, I definitely recommend it. Alright, that'll probably do it. Maybe. If you look in there too, you can see all the stuff that comes off it. But once you're happy with it, which shouldn't be too long into it, you don't want to leave it in there too long, like I said. You want to take them out. The good thing about this kit is it has an inner bit that can come out. But if you have a jar, you can just drain it. You just won't be able to reuse the cleaner. Which is probably a good thing, because I was reusing mine and then it spilt everywhere in my toolkit and rusted all my Allen keys. And you're cleaning bearings with dirty water is probably not a good idea. There is a tutorial on how to make a good jar for cleaning bearings. I'll link that up in the corner. That's where I learned how to do most of this stuff. Shout out to that dude. Now you want to dry these as quick as you can. So you probably want about 3 rags, but I've only got one. You want one dry, then one to wipe the grease off, and one to just I guess you only need 2. The tutorial I watched the guy run them underwater to get all the cleaner off, but I don't really like doing that. He also uses a hairdryer to dry them off. I don't have a hairdryer, so just doing this by hand. So now you got everything all dried off. It's time to lube the wheels. I find it better to do this when the case isn't on, but it's just me. The oil I'm using is the one that came with the cleaning kit, the Sonic one. If you can see that. It's pretty good. I like it better than this Bone Speed Cream. I think it's a bit thinner. It's a bit better, but the Speed Cream's really good too. So yeah, you're supposed to give like 1 to 2 drops per thing. Just give it a good circle. Apparently you can overdo grease, but I don't know. I don't think so. Once you've done that, you can put on the rubber shield again. It's real easy to put on. You just push it in like that. Make sure it's the right way around. Just push it in. Now for grease, I don't feel like that's not the right word for. It's lube. I'm gonna call it lube. For lubricating bearings, you want a very light, thin lube. You don't want a thick, solid one. My dad got some for me from his work that was quite a thick one. I thought it'd be really good, but it just ended up clogging up the bearing. And then I looked into it, and yeah, you want a very thin, light lube for bearings because they're quite high speed and small. Alright, now that's all done, you're good to go. You're good to put them into your new set of wheels or back in your wheels, depending. You know, in your skateboard, your scooter, your rollerblades. I'm going to be putting them in me brand new set of square wheels here. This is the New Zealand brand, the only rollerblading thing you can get that's made by someone in New Zealand. It's not made in New Zealand, but it's a New Zealand brand. I'll link them in the description. Very good wheels. Just check them out. Just while I'm doing this, here's some do's and don'ts for bearing care. Back when I first got into skating, I used to use CRC or WD-40 to get my bearings spinning again. It might seem like it's working, but it's an acid-based spray, so it damages your bearings. It will make them spin again, but it does damage to them, so you don't want to be doing that. It is an easy fix, but yeah, it's not good for them. I would never put WD-40 or CRC on some ceramics. It'd be a big waste of money. You'd just be damaging them. You want to stay away from anything that's acidic. Citrus cleaner is acidic, isn't it? You want a safe acidic, and the video I watched told me that citrus is good. It's safe for it. Once again, it is probably doing some damage, but not as much as the sprays and stuff. So a good bearing will make very little sound. So you don't want to hear that shh sound that you hear when you use CRC or something. So these aren't that great, but It's just because they're like 3 years old now, which is pretty crazy. All my bearings used to last months before I got these. But yeah, look, it's spinning real nice. Let's put them all together. Alright, I've requested the help of filmer Courtney. She's got some time between making mac and cheese. I'm almost pretty much done. Just kind of stupid, just putting the bearings in. But the shots were getting boring because I wasn't moving, so. Damn, look how nice that looks. Look, this is a brand new square wheel with some Swiss ceramic bearings. Gorgeous, right? Tip for when you're changing wheels, make sure you take note on the one that's broken, otherwise you're gonna end up keeping it. Because I have no idea which one's the broken one. Now I'm kind of screwed. And then when I go to get a spare wheel out, I'm going to put it on bikes and have to change it and waste a lot of time. It's a crazy bearing story. Back when I first got into skating, this dude that got me into it back in primary school when I had nothing else to bring on a wheels day.
Nobody knows what a wheels day is.
I feel like people in New Zealand know, but okay, wheels day, it was a day at school where you get to bring something on wheels. And I think it was like during class, you got to roll around. And I brought rollerblades because it's all I had at the time. And that's where this whole thing started. Isn't it great? But yeah, one time we were taking apart his wheels because his bearings just stopped moving. And we took them out. They had holes right through them. Rocks had gone right through his wheels and he was still riding them. Those were the sketchy days, man. Shout out to Ethan.
This is Ethan.
Okay, Courtney's got to go do some cooking, so going back to lame tripod. Just as another shout out to the Razor Shift skate. I used to have to do this every time I wanted to skate these frames. I used to have to take out every wheel to be able to take the frame off. But now all I have to do is press these two buttons here. Alright, like I said, you don't want to eat food after this because my hands are gross, but from what I've been told, our mac and cheese is ready. I'm going to take a quick break and eat some mac and cheese. Courtney's kindly waiting. Look at this. You jealous?
All your vegetables too?
Oh yeah, there's some dope asparagus right there. But yeah, be back soon. And we're back. Dinner was dope, by the way. I have washed and lubed and put all the wheels, bearings back in my 72mm wheels. And now it's for my least favorite part, which is putting them back in the frame. I hate this part because it's very frustrating to line everything up. If anyone has any tips, they should let me know in the comments, because honestly, I just fiddle around with it till it works. It's a lot of work. Yeah, let's get that done. Now when I have frames that don't have the Allen key hole on both sides like these, where one side's flat and doesn't spin, I tend to put them on my sole side so that in theory the bolt doesn't get filled with wax. I was talking to Slug about it the other day, and apparently that's not what you meant to do. You meant to do it the other way around, because this can wear in and break. But you guys should let me know what you guys do, because I still reckon this is a better way to do it. If you got something like this, you shouldn't worry about it too much. It'll generally break in, but it's not the best. This is probably just because my bearings are 3 years old now. But generally that does break in. There's 24 bearings cleaned and put back together on skates. Just some tips for bearing maintenance. Try not to ride it through any puddles or in the rain, especially if you don't have ceramics. That's probably a given already, but the good thing about ceramics is you can skate in the rain, but you still, if you do, as soon as you get home, you want to take your wheels out and wipe them, otherwise they're going to seize up. No matter. With ceramics you can usually recover from them seizing up, but with normal bearings you usually can't. But yeah, the big thing is to wipe them once you get home straight away. Don't let the water sit on them at all. But yeah, that's it for how I clean my bearings. I'll leave links to all the stuff used in this video if I can find it. Shout out to Courtney for the dope dinner. If you like this how-to or tips video, leave a like or a comment letting me know. If you want to see more videos like this, or just of me in general, you should subscribe. I upload videos every Wednesday. Well, I'm trying to anyway. It's Wednesday in 2 days, so I gotta do this pretty quick. I got work the next 2 days as well, but it'll work out. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. And yeah, I will see you next week. Peace out.